Hey, welcome back to the Swapper. I think we're near the end. We're running out of map. And we have a lot of orbs. I don't know how many there are in total, but we have a lot. We're getting into some of the philosophical conundrums of cloning myself, switching souls around, and how that fits into the whole device that we've cured for ourselves, and all the ethical questions behind it. So, this is fun. I'm really having a good time. Really good time. This is so good. So let's get back into it. Um, so this is where we left off. The white light right here, so that's probably hinting at something to do there. This is just a reset light. Oh, I see. Is there a button to press? These look like they can move, but I don't see how they could move. They'll just go up into this and up there. It looks like I just need to get a guy over to here and just touch that and I fall down and I get it. And that's it. But I have to get him over this thing. That is the problem. Make a guy. Can't use my thing here. Huh. This whole area is just bathed in red light. Hmm. Is there any way to be upside down over here? Not really. make someone over here, but that doesn't do anything for me. Okay. Gotta try something. That doesn't work. Can't get over to it. Upside down over here. Can I do anything over here? Does get me to that. Log 20. Site 7 internal MSG. Message? John, we dig enough watchers out of our orbiting asteroids. You ever get to wondering whether they're smart as they're supposed to be? You know, they're supposed to talk to each other. I never heard a peep. Arn? Maybe they don't speak our language. Think about it. They're telepathic, right? If you could just sense what I was thinking as I was thinking it, would you need to read this message? Or develop language at all? Seriously, if we're going to talk, if they were going to talk to us, I'd reckon they'd have something pretty important. I think you're, oh, John, I think you're in the wrong work placement. Okay. All right, let's go back over here. Whee! All right. Enough fooling around. How do we do this? My biggest problem is I don't know how to get anything over here. Like, I gotta get someone who's like this. That doesn't work. This is a puzzler. In the white light, you just, yeah. This is a special white light. This is just a spotlight. How to do this? Can't cover the red light. At least I don't see how. These don't move. At least I doubt they do. Nothing to grab onto. Water. It really is. I just have to have someone right there. I have to be them. How do I do that? I feel like it's something to do with this platform, like being on this side of it. Oops. Hmm. This light has something to do with it. They kept using the spotlights as hints. Wow, I am kind of stumped. Hmm. Oh, hold on. Okay. Whoops. Usually I can get a pretty good sense of what it wants me to do, but this one I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the path. Like I like breaking it down in like a backwards sort of way. Like I need to be here or here, one of those two places. Fall up to up there, and then yeah, we gotta break this down. Fall up to there, and I just walk over there and fall down, and I got it. But how do I do that? Fall from right here. How do I get upside down here? I don't see a way. Like I can do this. That doesn't help anybody. Hard to make these jumps. Walk all the way over here. I don't even know what I'm trying to do. Why is it I can do it here? What's the point of that? You know what? I think I might need to take my mind off of this one for a minute. We'll go to another one. Here we go. Purple light. Come on. Interesting. Any other buttons? Yeah, there's another button over there. Alright. Ah. Oh, too far. Oh, I'm out. Why is this here? How would I even stand on it? to be able to set someone there. So I have to be like standing right here. So there has to be someone on this button. And on this button. Okay, let's reset this. How many people do I get? Yeah, a total of 5 of us. It's too scared. Hmm. Just do this quickly. Ah! Don't think that's really it, but I don't know what else to do. Whoops! I meant to just slow it down, not make a bunch of copies. Hmm. There we go. I feel like that wasn't the correct way to do it. Back to this. Okay, hang on. I'm going to refill my water. Real quick. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Let's get a refill my water and take care of something real quick. And we are ready to defeat this. I am still so stumped on this. The red is causing such a problem. I really think I need someone upside down on this platform, and I need to be them. How I do that, I don't know. Only need 93. We're at 115, so we got plenty. But I want to, like, do all the puzzles, because I actually really like these puzzles. Has something to do with that standing there? I need to think about this backwards. Like, if I were to stand here upside down, I'd walk off, go up there, and walk, quickly, switch over because I'll take fall damage. But, and then I'll just walk over here and get it and come, go down and get it. And that'd be it. Problem is, how do I be upside down on this? There's no buttons I can see. It's just as simple as passing through this light upside down. So I'm up here. I wonder, I wonder. This is definitely a hint. I need something here. I don't know why. I can play someone right there. What's the point? I can't shoot through this. Hmm. Whoops. Let's just start it over. Oh, this is so confusing. I know I've spent a long time on this, but like I don't see how to do it. I gotta get a guy who's up here. If I get a guy who's up here, well, I just place a guy up there. The biggest problem is I don't know how to become them. definitely don't want to look up the answer. That feels real bad. Because I feel like I'm super close to the end. I think we just have to go through this and make our way over here. We'll be at the head. I'm not seeing it. I can't become them. I can't just shoot a thing at it. Okay, hang on. I have an idea. That's the same problem. Wait. I do what I was trying that one time? Oh, wait. You just do this. Alright, it's gonna... Okay, now I'm falling. I'm making progress. I just had to not mess this up. There we go. And all the lights turn. Oh, whoops. All the lights turn on. Off. Okay. That's certainly interesting. Ah, I missed it.
Okay, we should be clear to land. We're waiting for you at command. We may get off this station yet, though in how many pieces? At least this way we have a chance.
Oh, they actually said Chalmers are in it. Interesting. What's that? Console? Log 21, emergency evac 4. There are 23 of us left alive, most of whom are sick. Command has been locked down from the inside. The Watchers are what's killing us. We know that now, but even if we had days ago, we wouldn't have been able to jettison half of them before they'd be too few of us left alive to do it. We brought on board so many. We're a long way from anything out here. I wonder how long it will be before we're discovered. If anyone finds us, for your own sake, don't talk to the Watchers. Sam Cooke. Oh. We are in 0G now. Hang on, I just want to see something. Nothing happens.
You're wondering, I suppose, how a person could survive here so long. I've had time to wonder that myself. My conclusions are non-cognitivist in character. The terms person and survive are too ambiguous for reasonable discussion.
Interesting. Oh, they're hugging. Whoop. It is too late now. At one time, there were many minds. Now there are not. They disconnected from the chain, as you will too. Long distance teleport. I don't need to. I guess that's the go back now.
Stop. We don't have time for this. There's something I have to show you. Load
Scavenger?
up the specimen holding log.
Are there 3 people? Ooh.
Where are you? Who said that?
Both good questions. I can only answer the former with certainty.
What's the
It
brains?
appears to we are currently inhabiting these brains. We are these brains. Do excuse Dennett. Some people don't realize identity theory is more out of date now than when we sealed ourselves in here. We had a choice, Dennett. Die out there, starve in here, or use the swapper device to inhabit these research specimens and await rescue. I'm not proud, but which would you choose? In retrospect, certainly not the option we took. I know what you think. I was asking her.
I'd have to believe you first.
The evidence is right there. Take a look.
Oh.
Wait.
What you're telling me isn't possible. Tell me who just materialized in front of my eyes. Tell me who I just ejected into space.
You ejected your clone. Perhaps your clone ejected you. Does it really matter? You're still yourself. Copies of copies of copies. What's important now is that we get off this station.
The ship I came here in is fried. I have a rescue team on the way. They'll be here in a day's time.
Not soon enough.
Why not?
There's a life form on this station that will kill us in a matter of hours. And you just unsealed the only shielded section. We were safe in here for decades.
There must be something we can do.
There might be, but not like this. You have to use the device to release me. Swap places with me, just until I can put things right. It's not as simple as that.
You can't make me do that. I won't do it.
Even if I were in a position to make you do it, I wouldn't. You have the same choice we did. You can die here, or you can do what you have to go on.
Oh. Interesting. Copies of copies of copies. Block 22, experimental outcome. Analysis. Substances, 3 minds. 1 ad corpus, 2 ex corpus. Method. Swapper device engaged on all 3 minds simultaneously. Result, me. When the device was engaged by the trespasser, her own mind was combined with Chalmers and Dennett minds to create me. I cannot tell if I am all of them or none of them, for I do not remember what it is like to be anyone other than I.
First, you swap us into brain specimens for a century. Then you talk this girl into using the device. Now look at us. We are 3 different people locked into one body by your damn swapper. Does crazy even apply here? My mind was my own when I came here. You two can think what you like. I am going to land the station. You're going to kill us all? Good. We should have done it my way. Incredible. After all these years, you still cling to these dogmatic intuitions about the soul. The device doesn't work like that. You wanted to swap with the Headwatcher and take control. It would have destroyed you. I don't believe you can adequately explain how you know that, so I defer to the simplest explanation. Not a soul necessarily, but something which remains, even if the physical facts change. After all, we've been through countless bodies, but I still feel myself. If I'm right, then how would you ever know? I want to know. Please, let's keep things civil now. You've taken everything.
Oh.
You've given me no choice. Please don't. There's only one way to be sure.
Oh, there was a wall here. I was thinking, like, could I shoot them with this? I didn't even see this wall. Oh, there's the brains. What does it want me to do? The console right here. I can't activate. Oh, I could have just done that. Now I feel. Whoops. Didn't think that would happen. It always were he picking using free yeah. Hurt. Something is wrong. Who am I? Something's wrong with who I am. I can't see that dimension. There's no point apologizing. It's too late for you now. You are sick. You will die. Unless... I have 124.
Incoming transmission detected. Broadcast location, unknown vessel.
This is Rescue Charter 509 Alpha responding to SOS request. Do you read? Over. To anyone on board, we're seeing some troubling readings here. Whatever you're exposed to, you're going to have to get off that station before we arrive, or we're going to be bringing home bodies. Over. We'll be with you in approximately 13 hours, Theseus. That's 13 hours. Out.
Log 23, Thesis mission parameters. The natural resources placed within our reach are all but exhausted. Research Station Thesis is one of 7 remote outposts established at great expense in a time of great need. Its remit is the long-term identification and synthesis of useful alien materials. We ask our crews to survive on the frontier, beyond the comfort of your families at home, beyond any hope of relief or rescue, for decades at a time, and we ask you to take the labor of that toil and turn it over us for the good of the many and for the good of the families who will not forget you. You will be stationed 7 years travel from the nearest outpost. You will be expected to function largely self-sufficiently and, in the absence of reliable communications, to maintain professionalism in isolation for extended periods of time. An endeavor of this scale has never been attempted before, and you will find extensive documentation stored securely on the route directory. Research Station Theseus is under the Project Syphilis Operation Umbrella. Authenticate landing sequence.
Theseus landing sequence activated.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Landing compromised. Landing compromised.
Map unavailable. The Lost Ones, they have rejoined the Great Chain, but somehow they are changed? Life is worth living at any cost. I still feel myself. A mind is not only a brain. No one can make me do that. There is another way. It's the only way to be sure. The choice is the same as before. You can die here, or you can do what you have to do to go on. What you have to go on.
This is Rescue Charter 509 Alpha responding to SOS request. Stand by for risk analysis. down to ship. Subject checks out okay, but readings are off the scale. Recommend full quarantine protocols during extraction. Over? Don't worry. We're gonna get you home. Our ship to ground. We don't have that facility on board. And we're not confident we can safely extract without it. Over. What are your orders? Over. Take every precaution and return to ship. Out. I'm sorry.
Oh. Let's stay on the planet. It'd feel bad to get that guy trapped on the planet. I do. I jump? There is another mind here. It is dying. What is dying? A disconnection, the absence of knowledge. What is it for? To avoid something worse? Will the mind learn anything? It will cease to learn, but it will retain its identity. For a short time, at least. Oh. Oh, that was so good. Oh, such a good game. And Agnes' voice. Wow, it's such a small team too. Anyone we forgot to mention, we still heart you. Wow, that was so good. I hope we can continue and get the other ending. I assume there's another ending by swapping with them. I feel like that would be the bad ending. Or maybe there is no good ending. Who knows? Let's do it. No. Oh, okay. Hang on. I gotta look up, see if I can. Okay, it does look like I can. I can save. I get a save too. Changed to get the ending again. It's just gonna take me a second. Okay. Pardon the interruption. I just gotta do this. Hmm. Okay. Just make a quick backup. Generally use another process. Oh. Okay. I have to close the game real quick. Okay. Now this should be right at the end. Oh. Little messed up, but that's fine. There's nothing up there. Oh, that's not right looking. I'm sure it's fine. I might have broke it. Well, let's just see if it works now. All right, can I make clones? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Broke the game a little bit. Oops, sorry. I really want to see the other ending. I can't make clones. Oh, because it's stuck looking down. Hang on. I knew I was going to do this. I would have made a backup file. All right.
To anyone on board, we're seeing some troubling readings here. Whatever you're exposed to, you're going to have to get off that station before we arrive, or we're going to be bringing home bodies, over. We'll be with you in approximately 13 hours, Theseus. That's 13 hours. Out.
All right. Can I make copies? I can't. That's a problem. Nope. Still not working. All right. Hold on. We'll get it. I really want to talk about this game. This is such a cool game. I want to see the other ending. I guess I just use this. Oh, that didn't work at all. There we go.
Over. To anyone on board, we're seeing some troubling readings here. Whatever you're exposed to, you're going to have to get off that station before we arrive, or we're going to be bringing home bodies, over. We'll be with you in approximately 13 hours, Theseus. That's 13 hours. Out.
All right. It's not quite working as the way it should, but we can get to this part.
Theseus landing sequence activated. Landing compromised. Landing compromised.
Oh, did it do that before? Ah! Okay. Now I can make copies.
This is Rescue Charter 509 Alpha responding to SOS request. Stand by for risk analysis. Ground ship. Subject checks out okay, but readings are off the scale. Recommend full quarantine protocols during extraction. Over. Don't worry. We're gonna get you home. Our ship to ground. We don't have that facility on board. And we're not confident we can safely extract without it. Over. What are your orders? Over. Take every precaution and return to ship. Out. I'm sorry.
Let's swap. Oh.
Base, I'm seeing... That's confirmed. She's just jumped. Repeat, subject no longer in range. No life signs detected.
Marcus, what happened?
Damn it. That's the third casualty this month. Marcus, debrief.
He doesn't seem himself.
How can you tell?
Would you look at him?
Looks like Marcus to me. Readings are worse than we thought. Computer's pulling us out of here. Take your places, people.
Who was she anyway? Just another opportunist.
Call out doesn't say. Does it matter anymore?
Wow. Okay. Okay. There's one more ending I might be able to do. If I swap and then jump.
Over. To anyone on board, we're seeing some troubling readings here. Whatever you're exposed to, you're going to have to get off that station before we arrive, or we're going to be bringing home bodies. Over. We'll be with you in approximately 13 hours, Theseus. That's 13 hours. Out.
Theseus landing sequence activated. Landing compromised. Landing compromised.
Okay, let's see. There's another ending.
to SOS request. Stand by for risk analysis. Ground ship. Subject checks out okay, but readings are off the scale. Recommend 4 quarantine protocols during extraction. Over. Don't worry. We're gonna get you home. Our ship to ground. We don't have that facility on board. And we're not confident we can safely extract without it. Over. What are your orders? Over. Take every precaution and return to ship. Out. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can't just jump.
This is Rescue Charter 509 Alpha responding to SOS request. Stand by for risk analysis.
Here, let me just put my save file back. Save file for this is very strange. I don't see a rhyme or reason behind it. Yeah, I don't see rhyme or reason. Oh well. At least I have my save file. I think I did the right thing staying on the planet. So we're gonna put that back. Just gives us the ending credits. Now, there's just so few people that worked on this. There's more testers than there were the main devs. I guess it's not uncommon, but Ollie would like to thank all these people. Otto would like to thank no one? I feel like that's messed up in some, not like, wow, how dare they? I mean, like, I feel like there should be stuff there, but there isn't. Facepalm Games 2023. 2013. So, yeah, that's the Swapper. I thoroughly enjoyed this game. This was a good game. The puzzles were difficult but fair for the most part. I feel like I cheesed my way through a few of them. Like, I shouldn't have been able to solve it the way I did, but I don't know what the correct answer is. Let me just check, make sure there's not other endings. Oh, I could have just done this. Okay. I found a little FAQ that was like, here's how you go back to right before the end in case you don't want to replay the entire game. That would have been helpful earlier. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, there's no there's no third ending that I can find. No, there's no third ending. Okay. That's it. That was the two endings. I feel like I picked the correct ending. Stay on the planet. But I really like this game. It had a lot of like ethical questions. Like, what is a soul? Who are you? Truly? Are they you? Or are you them? It was really cool. I really like the idea of these rocks that they found that are just sentient. And they just talk to each other, and that's all they do. They don't seem to know of an outside world. They only know their chain. Chalmers and Dennett had researched these things and figured out how to make this swapper. And it's a little loose on the details on how they made the swapper, so it doesn't get into the exact like science behind it, because there isn't any. But you know, sci-fi, science fiction. And to be able to swap, it seems like Dennett and Chalmers were on the ship originally, and the Watchers were killing them somehow. It's like mentally we're doing it. Maybe the Watchers had no ill intent. They just, I don't know, had radiation. There was, I when I was looking in the save file, there was like a radiation level and an oxygen level. That might have been some stuff they had in early versions and just took out, but like it does say like there's like a radiation that the Watchers probably gave off. There was when we were in that asteroid. That was probably the asteroid they were mining and finding these rocks that were sentient. Everything was all fuzzy, and the menus were all glitchy and stuff. Everything was. It seemed like they did give off some sort of radiation that proved harmful to people, as you do. To be able just to survive, they had, Chalmers and Dennett had to put themselves into these brains that they had as specimens. Who knows who they were before? Or I guess it was two people that were testing out the swapper. I think one of the logs said that, and they died, and so they just had brains they could use. And the scavenger came by and found them, and they basically said, it's already too late. You're here. You can either have us join you or succumb to the same fate. And that's, they became one. It became Chalmers, Dennett, and the scavenger. And you just had this mysterious person who was actually three people. That's why it seemed like they were always arguing with each other, with themselves. Do this one thing, and then suddenly they do a different thing. Or say they're going to do something, and then they completely turn around and it's like, no, we can't do that. Interesting. And then you had the whole ethical dilemma at the end, like, do you stay on the planet, or do you swap to this person who's about to leave and basically trap them on the planet? And I feel like I took the right choice to stay on the planet. The Watchers seemed to think so too when they were. And what is dying? What is it for? Does it stop something worse? Who knows? Yeah, I love the ethical dilemma of this game. And again, with like making clones yourself, those clones, like, are they you or not? Who knows? I didn't like how when you touched a clone, they would just disappear. If you went through the light, they would just disappear. I get that's probably for just mechanics wise, like, you have a clone that's on top of you, what are you going to do about it? Well, the game answered that question, and it's to get rid of the clone. And it's never explained on that, or the white light that checkpoints you and saves the game and such. It was just there to, you know, have the game be a game. You gotta have the game still be a game. If you don't have the game be a game, then you're watching a movie. But I really like the gameplay of this. This is fun. This was so fun. I know I probably sat there a lot just staring at the screen, eyes darting around. But that was like just me planning what to do. Put this here, walk this way. Put this here, do that. Switch to this person. And just to sit there and figure it all out, that was intellectually stimulating, I gotta say. Because to be able to do what I needed to do, I really feel like I had to figure it all out backwards. At the early stages, it was all just like, I just gotta walk over here. Oh, now what do I do? And in the late stages, it was, I have to walk here to be able to go to the end. How do I get to there? And it was working the problem backwards. And so that was a lot of fun. Since there's no as I did everything completely, which I was surprised I needed to do everything completely to get the ending of the game. I'm glad I actually did do everything. I also got every log, every watcher. It was cool. It does seem a little sucky that it's locked behind being able to beat every puzzle, because some of those puzzles were rarely difficult. I gotta say, some of them were very difficult. And if you're not like super, I was gonna say super awesome, like that sounds like I'm praising myself. I mean, if you're not like great with puzzles, especially like platforming puzzles, it does feel like you'll just get stuck and you'll never be able to finish the game. Just say like they'll be there in 13 hours and then I get there and they're just instantly there, but that can be, say that can just say you got knocked out for 13 hours. I doubt you there was an actual timer, like if beat the game in 13 hours or else you get nothing, which that could be a possible third ending, but I doubt they did that. That would feel real bad. That not only is it the bad ending, it's the really bad ending. I do feel like what I originally chose was the good ending, and swapping was the bad ending. But I guess there truly is no good or bad when it comes to that. It's just an ethical dilemma. I did the selfless thing instead of choosing the selfish thing. I got that going on. But what else to say about this game? This is a great game. I'm gonna suggest this to people. It's old, I suppose, at this point, 2013, but holds up very well. There's some problems here and there, like you can't just go back to the ending and choose a different ending, and you have to edit the save file or play through the whole game all over again. And I do have an issue with closing the game. You have to build the process, but you know, that's minor things. It's already, it was easy enough to go back to the end and choose a different ending. I mean, once I found the right places to change and stuff like that, so you know, it all works out and it's fine in the end. But yeah, this was a very good game. I liked it. It was fun. I don't know how. I think the only thing that it could be improved on is if there were more puzzles. So I did feel like I did all the puzzles, and each puzzle was like maybe 5 minutes at most. Some of them were 10, but like that one with the red all over. I also feel like they never did explain the lights. Like, why does blue light stop me from making a clone in there? Why does a red light stop me from swapping? Why does purple do both? Never explained at all. At least I don't remember it explaining it at all. I figured it out because it was obviously the puzzles, which is kind of the best way to teach someone about a mechanic, is to have them figure it out yourself through a very easy to understand puzzle. You know, this is like a tutorial puzzle, but it was just something I accepted. Was the lights where the puzzles were. I did like how every orb was the reward for the rooms. I don't know why they went with the number 129, 124. That seemed like a strange number. I guess it was just like the difficulty of the puzzles. The ones at the end gave you like 9, and the earliest ones gave you 1. The mid ones gave you like 3, and the late ones gave you 9. Maybe there was one in between that I don't remember or didn't pay attention to, but I do feel like 124 is a strange number to choose. It does mean, no, it doesn't mean you can miss any. You have to do them all to get the ending. Otherwise you're going back. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just go with like an even 100 or something. I don't know. Anyway, I did like to go back to the lore of the game. I did like how at the end the Watchers were all kind of sounding like Chalmers and Dennett and the Scavenger all over again, because they were part of the chain now. They said it was reformed but changed, and it's because Chalmers, Dennett, and the Scavenger were now part of it, and it was a new voice in the cacophony of voices, or the hive mind, or they were just one. They knew nothing else besides being one. But yeah, it was really cool to see that change in the Watcher. I don't understand how exactly I knew what they were saying, but I guess I was just like when close proximity there. Psychic telepathic powers leached out onto me, and I could read what they were saying. Yeah, this is a cool game. I one thing that does bug me still to this very moment is at the very beginning. I was jettisoned and I was in a tin can. I don't think there's any other way of looking at what I was in was other than a tin can. What used to be a can of beans or something. Maybe that was like a look they were going for when they first started making the game, but abandoned it pretty quickly and just never went back and changed it or something. Or I don't know. It looked like a tin can, and I can't see anything else. It was a tin can. It had the ridges of a tin can. A little bit on top and a little bit on the bottom of the ridges, and that's what a tin can looks like. I mean, that's just a minor gripe. It just bugs me that was a tin can. You can't convince me otherwise. But, like, other than that, this is a fun game. I still don't like you had to do every single puzzle and beat every single puzzle to get the end. I don't understand why these puzzles were even set up the way they were. Like, why was there this whole facility just set up in puzzles to get to the security orbs that let you get through the security consoles? And who set them up? Why? Like, I mean, again, that's the game needing to be a game. And I just had to suspend my disbelief to accept that and say, yeah, that's why it's that, because it's a game. And if I didn't have that suspension of disbelief, I would be stopped in my tracks all the time. It's like, why is this here? Why do I have to go through all this for this? Who set this up? But other than that, I mean, it was just strange. I did like how they did the story throughout, where you just were always between something, between you and Chalmers Dennett, the scavenger. I don't know what to really call them other than say out all their names. But you'd see him like on an area above you or an area below you or something like that. It was just really good storytelling where like they're running around as you're running around, which I've always kind of liked. It's just like you guys can't seem to meet up because there's always these obstacles in the way, created by the other person or not. I still feel like the best moment in the whole game was that conveyor belt of rocks that were going to a crusher, and I had to swap to it. And I put a clone in the conveyor belt and I swapped to them, and I'm just riding it as I'm getting closer and closer to the crusher. And I had to, right at the end, I had to quickly create a clone and swap to him, and I just see my clone just go into the crusher and just die. I mean, I've seen plenty of clones fall to their death, but see one get crushed because I tried to escape the crusher and just left that clone behind. Like, wow. Always, there's a good question on free will, because maybe they all had the same ideas when you're cloned because you're exact copy, but like to go left and right and jump and stuff. Like, am I actually in control of these people? Am I making a hive mind? And I'm just bad at the hive mind and we all just think and do the same things? I don't know. Makes you wonder, like when I make a clone that just falls onto an orb, as I'm not them, I'm me and not them. Why they didn't pick up the orb, I don't know. That's also, once again, the game needing to be a game. But yeah, this is such a good game. I'm gonna tell people about this. You're looking for a platform puzzle game? This is a pretty good one. And I was skeptical about using the controls with a gamepad, but it worked really nicely. I never felt like it was a problem. It was nice and smooth. It was accurate, and it worked really well. I'm sure a mouse and keyboard will work just fine too. But as you saw as I started up the game, it asked for an Xbox, a PlayStation, and without gamepad, or whatever it says. You know what? I'm feeling bad because I can't remember. Yeah, see, X360, PS, without saying their names exactly, disable gamepad. So I assume this is mouse and keyboard because it works just fine with that. But like with a gamepad, it functioned very smoothly. They did a really good job on the controls. So bravo to them. I didn't like how up was jump, but that's just a personal preference of mine. But they made the game work very well with a gamepad, and I'm sure I didn't use it, but I'm sure it works well with a mouse and keyboard. In case you don't have a gamepad, you might be able to do things quicker than I was able to because you can just move the mouse around wherever you need to. Maybe you get a little dizzy because the camera moves with it, but yeah, this game was just all around good. I really liked it. Would it be one of my top games of all time? I don't know, but it was definitely very fun. I'm glad I played it. I'm very glad that I chose to play it. I didn't know anything about it going in, and it was just in the games that I had. And I looked it up real quick and was like, this is a highly award-winning game. It won a bunch of awards and was finalist in some categories too. So didn't win, but were at least part of the finals of decision making. But yeah, it deserves every award it got. So bravo to the dev team, which again, surprisingly small. I'm surprised how few people actually did work on this because it's very polished. Some, areas like the save file sort of thing that you can see it messed up a few times, but again, I was editing the save file and it can be expected that things might not work out as smoothly as they should when you're doing such things. But the only major thing I would change is if I hit continue right now, it goes back to that spot where there's 4 buttons and you just press all 4 buttons and then make a clone on the other side of the walls and swap over. And it just have that be the final checkpoint and save place. Don't make it the credits. And like, I get, like, you want people to play through the game again, but that's kind of mean. It does sort of like make your choice at the end very permanent and meaningful. But like, people want to see the other endings. They don't want to go through the entire game again just to see another ending. I definitely didn't want to. That's why I did the whole save file editing. But yeah, this is a very good game. It's got few criticisms and a lot of praise from me. So, yeah, very good. I highly recommend it. If you're looking for a puzzle platformer, this is a good one. So that's going to do it for the swapper. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I will figure something out. I never know what I'm going to do next. Always look around in between and see what I'm going to find. And same thing I did with this one. It's just a random game that I had and turns out to be fantastic. So if you're not following, go ahead and follow. You'll be alerted to when I go live next time. And we will go on some more adventures. Maybe more ethical dilemmas. Who knows? But it's going to be a good time. So, can't wait. And I will see you next time. Bye.